fake. Mad bitch alert, the bitches is on fake. Okay. The bitches all mad cause bitches they ain't paid. And that's on the motherfucking mob, bitch.
Sometimes at the start, you can feel all by yourself. But I have a partner, but I can't turn no one else. So don't isolate yourself when there's nobody around. I'll be there to think of them.
So Shay, what did your pussy sit in your pants like?
A fucking grapefruit is real fat and succulent. It vibrates a little bit when you touch it.
What a true love will be. Can't nobody break this bond. You're one on one. Just no heaven. One on one.
Motherfucker popping up back to another motherfucking YouTube video. Juicy girl living in a juicy world. All the wanna hit on me. Oh, that's right. I ain't lying. I ain't bragging. I'm just saying what did happen. I'm the girl that they want. Oh my. What's going on, my beautiful people? It is early in the morning and I am catching this beautiful, the rays of light, the hood blinds. I'm just feeling so good in this morning sun. Is from the top of the morning I shine right through the blinds, touching everything in my plain view, and everything next to me gets lit up too. You see it. You see it when you look to me. I didn't want this power. I didn't want this power. But I got it. Today is going to be a special video. And whenever I have a traumatic situation to talk with y'all about, I'm gonna try not to cry. I like to eat, so I have a burger. In the background, I have the soft array of some rainfall, you know, just soothing. Some of you may laugh. Some of you may think I'm playing, but I'm dead serious. This is when I figured out I had powers for real. It's a vegan sandwich, so it's plant-based. Some lettuce, some tomato, I think some pickle, plant-based meat, plant-based bread. I think the whole thing's a plant. So good, tastes just like me. Now, when you say powers, do you mean like Superman, Wonder Woman? Think of that, but more. We're gonna get through this, hold on. As many of you know, I have been on a spiritual journey, but the spiritual journey began the day I was born. I really experienced firsthand what it is to be with the power. This is a true story. Now, I don't say that because any of mine are lies. I don't lie to y'all. I live wild. Any of y'all that know me, y'all know that. But this is a true story. And for sake of how personal and real the moment was. Oh my God, this sandwich is supposed to last the whole video. It was such a real moment because me and the boy both ended up crying. Sit back, relax, and get your snacks. Tell your boyfriend, tell your girlfriend that you'll call them back. Let's dive. This took place when I had my dreads in, my locks. Oh, what a spirit-filled time. You know, being on a spiritual journey doesn't mean that you gotta throw it down everybody's throat. You know, that's not what it is. It gives you a new perspective on life and you look at it differently. And it also may give you a new set of abilities unlocked. So this dude had been persistent with me. He had been hitting me up. Dudes hit me up all the time and I be ducking and dodging them because dang, it's more to life than, you know, sleeping with a dude. But I do slip up and I want to be nasty. He had been hitting me up like night after night. You know, the schedule just wasn't scheduling, and I just wasn't making time for him because he wasn't that important. But he ended up being important one night because we ended up linking up. Now, this dude, he had dreads too, but his was long. Wasn't as upkept. His wasn't as upkept and neat and nice as mine. But I don't think he really gave a damn. He had intrigued me because he was intelligent. He wasn't just some thug out dude, you know what I'm saying? Like every now and again, you got to get the pot, you got to mix it around. You can't have all just thugs and killers because then like eventually all them gonna die. Then who you gonna fuck on? You got to get a dude, you know, that got his head on right. You can't just mess with all the wild boys. He was actually very intelligent, very shy fella. Didn't like the fact that he was shy. I hate that shy shit. Cause it's like, you know, he one of them dudes like we talking through the phone, we texting, you know, through the out, you hitting me up, calling me all types of gorgeous, beautiful, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, yeah. And then you talking about some, ooh, damn, I wanna, all types of stuff, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, I never trust what you first say, cause you know, everybody just be lying, but we gonna see. And then we linked up, you know, he pulled up to my apartment. It was just me there. He pulled up on me in an Aaliyah shirt. And he was straight. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But, girl. So I opened the door, you know, he got the little dangly earring. He got the dress halfway up, halfway down. He a cute caramel, you know, he got the little Aaliyah shirt, it's black. I think he had on like some gray like shorts, you know, it was real casual. He was cute, clean cut dude. He stood about 5'10", so he was like a little taller than me. Yeah, you know, I opened the door, I said, okay, come in, you know, kick off your shoes, relax your feet, party on down to the SK beat, let's kick it. This is where spirit is so powerful because it'll come in when you least expect it, my God. Now, around this same time when I was linking up with him, I was still, you know, in the beginning stages of my spiritual journey. And I was being told by my sister Wet, you know, along this journey, when you get into it and get really deep into it, you'll start unlocking some stuff. And, you know, I didn't know what she was saying. I thought, like, okay, I'm not as powerful as you. I'm not finna be able to pick up a spoon and see the future in the past. When he walked in, he took off his shoes. He was cute. He looked like everything. Woo. He seen me. He was like, whoa, you know, I look good. Yeah, woo. And then we hugged. That was the problem. Ladies and gentlemen, stop touching these folks. And stop hugging on everybody. You transfer energies when you hug folks. Believe it or not. It ain't just a germ that you don't hug it. Because when he hugged me, whatever he had going on, on me. And you know, being a baby in the process of beginning, I didn't know how to ground clear shield. I didn't know how to keep it. So when he hugged me, everything he had jumped. When he hugged me, I got colder. I lost some of my virtue, or some of my heat. I don't know. But I kept it in the back of my, you know, womb. And I just moved on. And I was like, I'm a little uneasy. I had the hookah going. I think I had Young Dolph on the odds. You know, I'm real east side with it, but I still fuck with Memphis. Shout out to Memphis. He came in, I got the hookah going. He come in, I told him he could sit on my couch. I remember I had some, we used to turn up with some cheap liquor, but we had some brandy, I think. You know, I had a little back then, you know, I had a little frozen, I had froze a bottle of the cranberry juice, you know, and got a little slushified, so, you know, you could put it in there with the little, but mixing, you know, that was some brandy. I mean, cranberry juice with brandy, you can do that, you know. By the way, for my real drinkers in the comments, let me know, what's your favorite drink that you can make? I'm talking about the folks that can make a drink. If we was to hang out, I'm over 21. If we was to hang out and you was to make your signature, what, because I want to know, you know, give me some, let me know in the comments, back to the story. So, you know, he came in, he was all vibes, he was all cool, everything was fine. You know, he said he'll take a drink. I poured us both up one, you know, we took a shot, cheers. Took the shot and then ran through my life. So he comes in my apartment and, you know, he throws me off because I feel like when you get your own shit, for all the folks that's watching this shit from you, don't ever feel bad about that. Do what you got. You know, I thought it was normal to just hang up pictures. Oh, well, damn. Well, you know, I didn't have this hanging up. I don't think I had it at the time, but, you know, I have pictures and murals and paintings of me hanging up around my photo. It's my abode. It's all about me. You're at the headquarters, girl. He's sitting on the couch and he's looking around and he's like, wow, you really love yourself. And, you know, it took me aback because I'm like, am I not supposed to? You know, and I'm like, well, you know, I'm kind of that girl, but okay, yeah. You know, I wanted to say, what, you used to only just seeing dead relatives on the wall or some shit? Like, what? I'm tired of seeing them dead ass people. That's probably another reason why I moved out the damn house. You know, family keep up with pictures of everybody. You ask them who that is, they dead and gone, but that's your auntie. I think she's just a smiler. We hit it off with good on the couch, and you know, he was a social dude. I love dudes that can kick off a conversation. You know, I'm a socialite, okay? So when dudes link up with me and they don't know who I am, I love to finally sit back and let somebody lead the conversation. You know, I kind of lead a national one on my channel. So I sit back, and that's why I let a dude shine. You know, spit your game. You chilling with me. Like, I'm not trying to say I'm just this, well, maybe, well, no, I am. You know, you in front of me. Like, act right, boo. What you gonna do? I'm not fooling myself. I give you a chance, but I need to see your stilo. I need to see how you get down on the D-lo, you know? So, girl, we sitting there, you know, I don't know where he gonna pop a question. Do you think you'll ever go to space? Let me tell you something, look. Look, we can just go straight up in the room and get nasty. You don't gotta fool. You don't gotta pull no pointless ass conversation out. What you mean am I gonna go to space? Like, what? Ain't no air up there. What am I doing up there? Who I'm gonna go up there and see? Who I'm gonna go visit? I don't know why I was so defensive. That's what I said in my head. When he asked, I was like, you know, no, I never thought about it. I never thought about it. You know, I got to talking. He was really into astronomy, astrology, all of the signs. He asked me my sign, but I told him it was the best sign. And then he was like, he said something and I didn't catch it. And then he said something else and I didn't catch it. Then he said Leo. And he was like, just like one. I don't know what the hell that means to this day. I really don't, but okay. Oh my God, the sandwich is gone. Wow. Healthy living. So yes, I got that burger from this super healthy plant-based, I got it from this plant-based restaurant. Love that. Now we're gonna swallow it down with an iced vanilla coffee. It's the morning time, you know, let's get up, America. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. If I was your girlfriend. So yeah, you know, we're talking and you know, I get to looking at him and I feel spirit tug on me and I hear the word Marine in my ear. You know, I don't say something because when spirit working with you, you don't want to scare, you know, folks. But so I'm sitting there and I hear that word. I'm like, and I guess he could see on my face that, you know, I was thinking. He was like, you know, what's up, what's up? I was like, you know a Marine? And he was like, I mean, well, no, yeah. Like, he had to think about it. Like, it kind of took him off guard. He was like, why'd you ask that? I was like, I don't fucking know. You know, this is my process. This is my side. He notices that I had some sage on my coffee table. And he was like, oh, you burn sage too. I was like, oh, you know, yeah, you know, I'm spiritual. He was like, oh, you're spiritual? Me too. I was like, we're swinging. I didn't tell him that I felt like I had powers because this is when it really happened and I didn't know. I was just going with the flow. So I'm sitting there and I'm telling myself, you know what? You know, if they say, you know, I might feel something, maybe this is it. Maybe, you know, maybe I'm gonna just be obedient. So girl, we're talking and, you know, he's like, you know, yeah, I got a friend. She does readings, but, you know, I don't really believe in none of that stuff. It's really interesting to listen to and da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then I hear a male voice say, get him. And I'm like, what? What do you mean? And then I heard the voice say, tricycle park, crash. And I'm like, okay, this is a lot coming in. And it's almost like whatever I'm hearing is telling me like, he'll understand, just throw it out there. So I'm like, okay. You said you don't believe in it? Yeah, nah. I heard some say he gotta figure stuff out on his own, that the tricycle park. You know, this is how everything gonna move quick and you're supposed to piece it together quick. I was like, oh, okay, so you hard-headed, huh? He was like, what you mean? I was like, you gotta see stuff for yourself or something like that, like you a suspicious person. He was like, yeah, I always been like that, like, since I was young. I was like, is he walking me into, oh. Since you was younger? And then out of nowhere, I just felt the urge to say, so, you didn't learn your lesson when you crashed on that tricycle? And he paused and he looked at me, he was like, whoa, how do you know that? Like, it wasn't even a, Oh, well, it was almost like an unlocked memory, you know? Were we high during this? Yes, yes. This is my first time. Like, my first time doing this. I'm just winging it. Or so I thought. That's what I was telling myself. Okay, wow. He said that, you know, I remember talking to Wet. I was like, you know, Wet, she do readings. And so I'm like, okay, Wet always tell me, like, you know, you don't want to overdo it. You know, you don't want to, you know, just let it come naturally. You know, let it move. Don't overdo too much. You don't want to hurt yourself. You don't want to, you know, do. So I'm like, don't ask. You know, I'm spiritual for real. You know, and then I back out. Then I back out. Then I back out. And I'm like, yes, I hate that. You know, we keep moving forward. But he is really gagging. You know, I asked him, you had a relative, like an older male relative that died in the military? And he was like, my uncle was a Marine, but he died like a few years ago. No, mind you, I don't know this, but I met him off of Fab. I don't know him at all. And you know, he had told me, he was like, Dad, how do you know someone? Do you really know me? And you know, and I didn't want to, you know, I had to realize quick. It's like, he's making a concerned face. And then, you know, I started realizing, I started hearing my friend Wet, like, okay, so now I'm understanding why you don't want to do too much, because when you hitting it, it could really hit for some folks, and then they'll probably really think like you know them or stalking them, you know, like you know more than what you saying. You know what I'm saying? Folks be paranoid. So I'm like, should I just shut up before that boy think I'm the fast? Like, you know. So then I told him, you know what? Never mind. We can stop, because this could be a lot. You ready to go in the room and be, you know, do? No. Tell me more. Like, he was into it, girl. I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, what if the boy stop talking now, girl? And this is where the story takes a little turn. The uncle in question actually raised him, okay? He was raised by his uncle. His dad was never there. And so his uncle was his father figure. You know, when spirit comes through, it comes in that form in blood relation. So blood relation was uncle, but walk of life was father. It was a father for him. It devastated him. Devastated him. He was like, yeah, that was my dog, like, you know, but it's straight. You know, he playing it off. I hear the male voice in my ear again. Favorite car, red. So, you know, I tell him, I'm like, okay, so did he have a favorite red car? This boy looks at me and his face stops. He died in a red car. Like, that's the car he died in. So at the same time, you know, I'm like, okay, so I don't know this information, but I'm being given this information. Why would you say that a red car is your favorite? And then I asked him, you know, does your uncle have a dark sense of humor? He was like, yeah. And he starts laughing again, because I don't know if he remembers the person. Now, I'm just a mess, so I'm just sitting here watching this unfold, watching the ups and downs of his face. I'm like, wow. So, you know, we're sitting there, and I'm trying to, you know, cool off from it, because I don't want to do too much, because, you know, dark humor on the other side, you know, is I don't want to be involved in that, you know, but sometimes you do learn. I don't know, like, just want to talk to them, like, and they come through, they be pushing through when they around, like, they love us. He get to talking, he was like, yeah, shit, he probably over there pimping knowing him. And that man was funny as hell. You know, while he's talking to me, I hear the voice or whatever it is say, ask him if he got the ring. And then he just like a little giggle. Like, it's not a distinct voice. It's almost like the presence of words. You feel them. And then you say them. And then his face changes because you got it right. So girl! Asked him, I was like, well, do you keep her with the ring? Like, did you keep her with the ring? And man, he grabbed his mouth. He was like, yo. He stood up off my couch. I'm like, you know, I'm just saying stuff. In my mind, I swear, I'm just saying stuff. Like, well, you gotta sit down and tell me what the hell. What is it? He's like, no. And I'm like, no. So then I'm talking about, he just keeps saying no, and he starts walking in a circle. And I'm like, is everything okay? What is going on? So while he's, you know, sitting there freaking out, I hear the voice again. You know, at one point I'm thinking like, okay, should I just ignore the voice? But I'm getting stuff right, so I'm really low-key living for it. I'm like, okay, bring it on. I hear the voice say again, blue box. So I look at him, you know, I'm feeling cocky about it. I'm like, It's in a blue box, ain't it? The boy sit back down on the couch, looking at me in total awe. I'm like, now look, I don't know what I'm telling you. You're gonna have to tell me what I'm telling you, because I really don't know. And he was like, bro, how? Like, he's looking concerned. So the tea is, the uncle had a ring that he had had since he was like a teenager, that he was going to give to the boy that I had linked up with on his next birthday, the same year that he died. He died 3 weeks before his birthday. And he said, like, I know you're not lying. I know you're not lying, because it was given to him in a blue box. We've gone from excited memories to now he is sobbing. Like, he is really crying because he's remembering so much stuff now. And I've brought it up, but not on purpose. I'm just saying what I feel. So then I start feeling bad. And I'm not an emotional person. This dude start really, he's real. We're not acting. We're not acting. This is not paid. Like, this is, I don't know this man from nothing. First time linking up with this dude, and I'm just blurting out the mouth, and he is crying. He get to cry. I walk in my room, and I'm like, this is not real. This is not really happening. This is not really happening. I'm sitting there like, yo, he's really out there crying. I'm in my room, bitch. I start crying because I'm like, oh my God, I'm hurting him. Like, while I'm in my room crying, he walk in my room and he was like, are you okay? Are you okay? He look at me. I got tears in my eyes. Like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you. I don't know. This is weird. He's like, no, you straight. You straight. It's good. It's good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. It's just a lie. I'm like, oh, I don't know. And we standing hugging each other in my room, girl. He came over to lick me. Whole mood changed, girl. After that, I remember we went and we sat down on my couch, and I think we just talked. We didn't talk about, like, I think we just started talking about life. We wanted to change the subject. Like, that was really weird. He ended up bringing it back up a little bit later, like, so, like, you really telling the truth? Like, you don't do this all the time? I was like, that was my first time. Like, it felt like a fucking experience. I swear to you, like, I was like, that was my first time. Like, popping my cherry. I don't know. And I was really gagging. I was like, wow. Safe to say, you know, I cried in front of him. I wasn't gonna do, like, that was an emotional roller coaster, you know. After that, we just chilled and we agreed, you know, we really appreciated the moment because we did connect, but nah. We chilled, we talked a little bit. And, you know, I think we took like another shot or two, and then he left. I just couldn't do it. He still offered to watch a movie because, you know, I don't know how, but I just couldn't do that. I had to recuperate, child. I was ready for his ass to go when he first started crying. I ain't hell, shit. But after he left, he texted me later that night, and he was like, I really do appreciate you, for real, for real. It's almost like I felt like I could talk to him for the first time since he's been gone. That's really cool. I really appreciate you for that. And I'm like, you know, I'm glad that, okay, thank you, but, you know, this not gonna be a regular, you know, like, that was, I'm probably never gonna see you again. Like, I don't think I could do that again. I know too much about you now. I don't want to come around you and then find something else to fuck out. Like, nah. He was cute, though. Yeah, that was a lot. To this day, I think he still be watching my Snapchat here and there, but we don't talk, which is fine with me, because, you know, I don't know if we'll ever, maybe. I don't know, but that was my first time. You know, y'all, for my spiritual people out there that totally understand this and probably have similar situations, be strong, my sister, my brother. Well, that about wraps up this story time. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Tell your brother, tell your sister, tell your cousin about me. You know you live for all of this, girl. Stop playing. Remember to love yourself and be yourself unapologetically, and remember to carry yourself like royalty, because if you carry yourself like royalty, these folks are gonna have to respect you. Somebody send me a wig. I'm beefing with that other company. But until next time, bye.